it's Dustin with Tech MD. Today we're going to come at you with an A02S US version. Best way to find out if your US version is if you bought it from a US carrier or if it says US version on Amazon. So we're going to go ahead and open up right here. And let's take out the SIM tray. Now, US version is not supposed to have dual SIM. For whatever reason this does. We go ahead and start separating the side with our iseasmo tool. Just take out plastic to remove the rest. A plastic tool, like a spludger or whatever. It's not always the easiest to remove. You might actually have to get back in there with your iseasmo tool. There we go. Try to be careful around this edge right here because it's a little thin, so you could damage it further. So we're going to have that glued on battery. So you're going to use some heat. I'm going to put my heat up to 200 degrees. And then I'm also going to use some alcohol, 99%, to help loosen up this glue. The heat will dry out this alcohol, no problem. You don't have to worry about it. But we are going to do a full frame swap. Now this is just a 00 screwdriver that we're using to unscrew these. Also, NF will tell you if it's that's United States. If it's G something, then it's international. Okay, we're going to go ahead and carefully pop up the top piece here. Just get enough to get under there, and we can lift it up. Set that aside. Disconnect our battery. Let's go ahead and lift up this piece here. It's pretty in there pretty well, so let's go from a different angle. There we go. Let's go ahead and loosen up this cable, and let's loosen up this. You want to keep this connected, make your life a lot easier. Loosen up this. Which there's no screws that we have to worry about on the motherboard, doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and loosen the LCD and digitizer cable and lift up this piece here. Motherboard piece. Right. So that side, there's the NF again. And let's see what components we need to transfer over to the new screen. It looks like this piece. This piece is already attached. Also, this looks slightly different right here too on the international model. This black piece here doesn't look like these. It's just showing the gold piece only. We're gonna have to move this over and the battery. Let's go ahead and put this on our heater. It's just sitting at 200 degrees, A02S. So we're just put on the heater for 200 degrees until the battery is able to loosen up. So about warm to hot to the touch is good enough. Okay, so while that's warming up, we're going to go ahead and start working on the new screen. Now, we can't put this quite down yet, or that, because we're missing this piece here. So let's just wait for that thing to warm up a little bit. Make sure you don't touch that. That's where your new, or your original battery goes. If you're not really careful with this battery, it is going to catch on fire. So be really careful, make sure you use alcohol and heat get nice and toasty. The battery feels pretty cold right now, so we're just gonna wait for another minute. Alright, so should be able to lift up now a little bit. Oh, it comes up nice and easy. Look at that. Got a plastic tool if you have one. Cut right underneath if you need to, but it came up real easy, so no issues there. This is a little bit thicker, so you may have to wait a little longer for the heat if that's all you have. Let's go ahead and lift up the vibration motor. Volume and power cable. iseasmo tool works really well for this too. Just don't cut the cable. I don't know if you can find replacements. And then just carefully lift up this ear speaker. You don't want that separating. Looks like it already comes with one of those, so we can just take that off. Make sure you get the correct orientation. Just sticking that on to make it sit flush. And if your volume rocker and power button doesn't want to stick and stay down, you can use some T7000 or some kind of tape to stick it down, like double-sided tape. Whatever you got. Okay, now we can put this cable back in. Oh, looks like we got the battery stuck under something. Or a cable stuck under the battery. Don't want to do that. Starting off on the bad foot right there. So watch that cable. That's why you guys watch me first before doing these kind of work. Just in case I make a mistake. Just like that. Just going to clip these little cables back in. LCD and digitizer cable. And our battery. Let's connect the speaker. Alright, now we're going to clip our top bracket in. It has the plastic LED flash and camera lens. Make sure that sits down flush. Let's go ahead and turn on the power button, or turn on the phone with the power button. You just want to make sure it works. Mine doesn't seem to be wanting to work, although it could be dead. Our next option here is to check our cables, and it's possibly defective. Luckily I ordered 2. And disconnect it. Reconnect them. And a little stiff to connect. Plug your screen back in, see if we can get some action. There we go. Looks like it's charged enough. Once again, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. I think that's the power button. No, power button's on the bottom. Oh, that's because you have to press the board in if you're going to do this. If you don't have that in. Okay, now we got it functioning. Must have been a loose cable. Oop, ear speaker fell out. Let's go about it this way first. Underneath. Yeah. Put it under and then down. There we go. That way maybe we're not possibly disconnecting cables or something. And just test your phone, make sure it works before putting it all together. Then you'll want to test your antenna, make sure that's working too. Seems like it's working. I always like to try to type something if I can. Phone's a little bit slow. Well, that's expected in this type of phone. Turn off your screen. Go ahead and plug your back in. Make sure you guys get a screen protector down in the link in the description. You can get refurbished original if you order from Major Gadgets. Can't guarantee that with Amazon. Go ahead and put your SIM card in and then just make sure your service works. And you're good to go. So very slow. Yep, and we got service. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and more videos come in the future. Have a good one.